This true crime story I'm about to tell you is going to shock mothers and women hoping on God for the fruit of the womb because no one actually saw it coming. It all started on the 22nd of May 2025, where a 19 years old girl in Anambra State gave birth to a bouncing baby boy, but no one actually knew she was pregnant. Not her classmates, not her neighbor, not even her own biological mother knew she was pregnant until 9 months later when she actually gave birth to that baby. It was said that she usually come back home for the holidays, but her mother didn't even notice that she was pregnant until that fateful day they called her from church that her daughter has already given birth. But the whole incident didn't just happen like that. It all stated that when that girl actually gave birth to that baby on the 22nd of May, she decided to stab the baby on the neck and decided to dispose of that baby because it was said that it seems like she was not happy that she was pregnant and she didn't tell anybody about it. As she was trying to dispose the baby in a gutter close to her apartment or close to the area, a young child that was playing in the neighborhood saw her throwing the baby inside the gutter. At first, I don't think that child even knew that it was a baby. Maybe he thought that that auntie was actually throwing something he could use to play with. But unfortunately, as he went closer, he saw a baby drenched in dirt and blood, and immediately he was scared and he raised alarm. He told the lady in the video that is holding the baby that see what he actually found. Oh. Immediately the woman rushed to that place and picked up the baby that was inside the gutter and they took the baby to the hospital. So they decided to trace down the lady that had just committed that crime. As they traced the 19 years old girl to the house that she was staying, they saw her bleeding. Already she has actually used sanitary pad to cover herself so that her parents will know that she has given, but it was said about her body. And they asked her, why will you throw your baby and why will you even stab your baby on the neck after giving birth? And a lot of people were still speculating why she would have committed that crime. And she said that it was by mistake she stabbed the baby by the neck. And it was when she was trying to cut the baby's placenta, that's when she actually mistakenly stabbed the baby. And a lot of people were believing her, and most people weren't believing her. Me personally, I'm not believing that bullshit she actually said because if she was having the intentions to keep the baby, she wouldn't have thrown the baby in the gutter. Maybe she wanted to just kill the baby and throw the baby so that nobody will even know that that has happened. But unfortunately for her, that actually the people actually saw it and they actually caught her. So they decided to rush the baby mother to the hospital and call the parents of the girl that this has happened though. And the mother was in church at that period of time when they called her because she gave birth to the baby and nobody knew when she actually gave birth to the baby. As they called the mother, and the mother was shocked of what has happened, and the people in the neighborhood were pointing fingers at the mother. They wanted to even beat the mother and telling her that how will she not notice that her daughter was pregnant and her daughter will even give birth to the baby and want to even commit such crime. It doesn't matter if the baby was an infant, as long as she was trying to kill that baby. That's a murder case. That's something that attempted murder. So they rushed the mother and the baby to the hospital. According to the reports, the baby is actually fine and the mother is actually getting treatment, but no arrest has been made. But they really need to go and arrest that girl and let her actually pay for what she was trying to do so that other people will learn from what has happened. Because a lot of people are actually disposing babies. This is not the first time that we're hearing such kind of story. That stories that you see, they will throw the baby in the gutter, they'll throw the baby in the waste bin, and other people will come and find that baby. And most times they will find that baby unalive. But this time around, they actually caught the girl that was actually trying to throw that baby away. People are actually looking for children. People are actually praying to God to actually get the fruit of the womb, and they have not actually gotten the fruit of the womb yet. But you that have actually gotten the fruit of the womb, you are trying to kill the baby that God has actually given you. And everybody was shocked, especially mothers and people that were actually looking for the fruit of the womb because you will actually give birth, hold a child for 9 months and actually give birth without labor stress, with all the pain and everything. You still have the mind and the audacity to go and throw that baby away. It was shocking for the whole of the people in Anambra State, and people were dropping a lot of comments like, okay, it was not her fault and it was her fault. And I believe that it was entirely her fault. If not, she wouldn't have actually took that baby to the gutter to want to throw the baby away if she ideally wanted to keep that baby for herself. Maybe the stab wound was a mistake, but I believe that it was on purpose and she was trying to kill that baby. And if you like true crime story like this, please make sure to subscribe.